Hey, in today's video, we're going to talk about how Tesla can potentially get to a $5,391 per share price by 2025. None of this is financial advice. I'm not advising you to buy or sell Tesla or any other stock. We're just going to show my opinion and projections and how it could theoretically get to a $1 trillion market cap by 2025. As of today, Saturday, July 25th, 2020, Tesla stock is at $14.17 with a market cap of $262 billion. Having 185.48 million shares issued. When we multiply the 1417 stock price by 185 million shares, we get a $262 billion market cap. By 2025, Tesla stock can get to 5,391 per share or more with a market cap of 1,000 billion, which is 1 trillion. Here's a breakdown of how this could happen. If we look at the past 12 months revenue that Tesla has generated, we're looking at 25.71 billion. This is a revenue to market cap of a 10-to-1 ratio, meaning that if you basically take this 25.71 billion in revenue, we multiply that by 10, we get to 257 billion market cap, which is very close to the 262 billion current market cap, which gives us a ratio of the market cap being 10 times greater than Tesla's previous 12 months in revenue. In my opinion, we look at Tesla as a full technology company. Tesla is an automotive company. Tesla is an energy company. Tesla is a technology company. They have autopilot, they have solar, they have insurance that they're going into the future. We can't just value this company as one. It's far greater than just one. It has so much that is involved in it. And how we view this company is we compare it to a Microsoft or an Apple, where they have a lot of things going on. They're a technology company. They have higher margins. When we take a look at Microsoft's past 12 months revenue was 138.69 billion. That's from March 31st to March 31st, 2019 to 2020. Market cap is 1.5 trillion. This gives us a revenue to market cap ratio of 11-to-1, meaning if you take the 138 billion, you multiply that by 11, you get the current market cap of Microsoft. That is very close to the valuation that is given to Tesla with a 10-to-1 current ratio. However, if we take a look at Apple, past 12 months revenue, 267.98 billion. Market cap is 1.6 trillion. That gives us a revenue to market cap of 6-to-1. If we believe we should be looking at Tesla as in the same category as Microsoft or Apple, then we can assume that in the future, we will be giving this company a ratio of anywhere from 5-to-1 to 10-to-1 or greater, depending on the margins. Microsoft's profit margins are 30%. Apple's profit margins are 38%. Tesla currently, automotive is 25%, and overall for the company, it's 21%. Elon's target was 30% in the near future. ARK Invest thinks they can get to 40, 50, and 60% profit margins when you factor in robotaxis. If we believe that robotaxis will be a thing and Tesla will dominate that by 2025, then we could really assume 40% margins on the safer side. Projected future growth has an even greater impact on the company's market cap, meaning their stock price, than the margins do. If you compare Tesla to Microsoft to Apple, and you say which company has the largest growth potential and which one has the least growth potential, in my opinion, it goes Tesla at the fastest, quickest growth rate at 40 to 50% a year. We have Apple being the least, could be around 20 to 30% a year. Microsoft could be around there too. With that being said, this would mean to get to a $1 trillion market cap, Tesla would have to bring in a $100 billion revenue for the year of 2025 if they were consistently given that 10-to-1 ratio of revenue to market cap, because 10 times 100 billion would be the 1 trillion. However, if Tesla is priced at 5-to-1, meaning less than Apple, less than Microsoft, then that would give them a market cap of 500 billion, which would be 2,695 a share. There's a very strong likelihood that Tesla could be given a $1 trillion market cap by the market by the year 2025, giving the share price a $5,391 a share price. Now we see that there's a strong likelihood that if Tesla brings in 100 billion in revenue by 2025 in 1 year, then it could be worth anywhere from 500 billion to $1 trillion. If Tesla brings in 100 billion in revenue by 2025, then it's safe to say that the stock price will be anywhere from $2,695 to $5,391. The next question becomes, how does Tesla bring in $100 billion in revenue in 2025? If Tesla sells 3 million vehicles in 2025 with an average price of $40,000 per unit, the revenue is $120 billion just from the cars sold. The current average price based on the previous quarters is $52,000 per car. We are expecting the cars to be sold cheaper and cheaper as the years go on due to battery cost declines and the growing margins. Elon Musk even came out and said that he plans on having the company just post a small profit, and the goal is to get the price down so that way the majority of people can access the cars and purchase the vehicles. That gives $120 billion in revenue just from the vehicles sold. Current production is 690,000. Shanghai is expanding and adding the Model Y. Right now, Shanghai produces 200,000 Model 3s a year. We could assume that the Model Y expansion is going to be even greater than Model 3s, and they'll be producing 300,000, but I'm going to be on the safer side and just lowball it and use 200,000, which is equal to the Model 3 production, even though the Model Y expansion is actually bigger than the current Model 3 factory that is there in Shanghai. Now, that's going to be finished by 2021. So we see 200,000 on top of 690 brings us to 890,000 for the year of 2021 if we don't factor in any other expansion. Giga Berlin is going to be finished by 2021. After being ramped, the target production is 2 million for Giga Berlin. So we could say that the factory is finished in 2021, but we won't say that they can produce 2 million in 2020. We won't even say that they can produce 1 million in 2021. We're actually going to say that they can produce 1 million for the year 2022, which gives them a full year to ramp to get to producing 1 million. And then the year after that, we're going to say they're going to produce 2 million in 2023. Now in Giga Texas, Elon's saying that's going to be finished by 2022, in the next 12 to 18 months, he said. 18 months brings us to 2022. So we could say 2022, they produce 1 million, and 2023, 2 million plus, because Giga Texas is even bigger than Giga Berlin. So we could really assume that they could be producing even more than Giga Berlin, but still we're going to go with these numbers. When we put it all together, we see that for the year of 2022, the start of it and that full year, we can see 2.89 million cars produced from the 1 million in Giga Berlin, 1 million in Texas, 200,000 additional Model Ys, and the 690,000 current. Then 2023, all three factories are ramped, and now we see an extra 1 million from Texas, extra 1 million from Berlin, which brings us to 4.89 million cars produced by Tesla in the year of 2023. With that being said, the question is, can Tesla sell 3 million cars in 2025? As of right now, everything Tesla produces gets sold, so there is no demand issue. The question will become, will there be a lack of demand by 2023 when Tesla really possibly outpaces production for demand? Who knows? I am in the camp where I really believe that, hey, if Tesla can produce 4.8 million in 2023, then they're going to be producing even more than that in 2025 and selling around that same amount, because I don't see the demand dipping. By 2022, we can assume they'll be producing the Model Y, the Cybertruck, the Semi, and the Roadster, because Elon in the conference call came out and said that in the next 12 to 18 months, those three factories will be finished. The Berlin, the Shanghai expansion, and the new one in Texas, and we'll be delivering the Roadster. This isn't including Tesla Solar or insurance or anything else going on. This $120 billion revenue number is greater than the $100 billion revenue number necessary to bring the market cap to the 5,391 based on all of our calculations. It's easy to see how Tesla could be worth 5,391 per share by 2025. Two more things to add before we wrap up this video. The next is Elon said on the earnings call how he sees in the near future that they will reach 50% growth per year in that near term in the next 5 years. 50% growth each year. He couldn't even imagine it dropping below 40% growth a year. He said anything short of World War III or the world ending. Tesla brought in 25 billion in revenue, like we said. So if we look at what a 50% growth looks like in the next 5 years, I'm using a $25 billion start in 5 years, 50% growth each year. would bring us to 189 billion in revenue by 2025. If we use that same 10 times revenue to market capitalization number, we would see the stock price reaching 10,000 a share by 2025. However, I'm not leaning towards that. If we go ahead and say, you know what, we're not going to listen to Elon because he's overly optimistic. We're going to go with his 40% scenario. Well, 40% growth per year can bring us to 134 billion in revenue by 2025, which would still bring that share price to around 7,000 a share for 2025 if we use that same 10-to-1 ratio. Now, if you didn't think this was wild enough, Ron Barron, who is a legendary long-term buy and hold investor, came on CNBC and talks to Elon on a regular basis. He strongly believes that Tesla can have $1 trillion in revenue by 2030. This is Ron Barron's prediction. By 2030, 1,000 billion in revenue. If we use that same 10-to-1 ratio, that gives Tesla's market cap $10 trillion by 2023. Without any stock splits, that's $53,910 per share. This is going to Mars. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is a basic breakdown. If you'd like to see more videos like this, give this video a thumbs up. Comment below what you think of Ron Barron's prediction of essentially a $53,910 a share price by the year 2030. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.